It's me, the ghost of Christmas past. What the fuck? What's up, guys? Sorry. Oh yeah! Welcome to another Virgin vlog. So, in this week's entry, I wanted to do the second part to the series I started last week about vibration, right? The difference between high and low vibration. And last week I explained what vibration is, how it is distinct from like what we do, who we are, you know, what we think. And I explained how, and how like someone who is rich may be miserable, and how someone who has nothing may be happy, right? How that can exist, right? And I likened vibration and energy to taking an exam, right? You can prepare all you want for it, but you'll never know what is exactly on the exam until you actually do the exam, right? And two, it's like a mountain, right? So like you can't teleport around on a mountain. You have to climb the thing. Sometimes you fall. Sometimes you have to go back down for food or air. Sometimes when you get to the top, you realize that there's nothing to eat, so you have to go all the way back down. Eventually, you learn to build like a pulley system or like a transport lift, like an incline lift that gets you up and down the mountain faster, but you still have to scale the mountain, you know. So that's the kind of introduction I gave, right? And in this entry I want to talk about, okay, so you're in low vibration. How do you get into high vibration? So in this entry I'll explain what low vibration is, what is it like, what does it look like, and how you can then improve your vibration, right? And I say improve your vibration, right? Because that's all that we spiritual people want to do, is to improve raise our vibration. You know, high vibration living, man. All right, you know. And it's like, yeah, you know, high vibration living is cool, right? But like the thing is that like I said, right, that vibration is like taking a test. In the sense that you can have a degree of control over like how you feel and what vibration you're in, but you can't control it exactly. AKA, what happens when you get triggered, you know? Do you just snap your fingers and be like, oh yeah, you know, fucking yeah, back to high vibration I go, you know? I'm feeling sad, now I feel happy, you know, and appreciative and joyful, and like I completely forgive everyone and the whole society. I recognize that I need to stop feeding into, you know, the whatever, you know, the low vibration energy, and to start being a beacon of love to the gangsters that almost mugged me yesterday. Nope. That's not how it works, right? I mean, you know this, right? I mean, it's not even funny. It's not really a laughing matter, but like, in terms of just like, you know, it's fucking hard, man. You know? And yet, there is something that you can do. You know? Just because you can't control it exactly, does not mean you have no control over it whatsoever, right? And so, in a way, the way that I have kind of been with, you know, this kind of whole feelings and sensitivity and vibration thing in my life has been to basically change the way that I view it, right? Because that is kind of crucial, right? So like, in essence, what do I mean by you have to change the way that you look at it, right? Is that like, because you can't control it, right? And in essence, high vibration and low vibration are always a potential for you, right? And sometimes things just happen, you know, that cause you to slip on that rock, on that kind of energetic mountain, and you fall all the way back down, and there's nothing you can do about it, you know. Or rather, like, the way that you handle it is not to attack, you know, yourself, and to be frustrated mentally and be like, like, you know, I just can't do it. You know, like, you know, yeah, I mean, okay, so when you fall into low vibration, how do you tell when you're in low vibration? You can tell when you're in low vibration when no matter what you do, the thing is, you could be kind of feeling alright. This is like where you'll probably most often be. It's like you kind of feel alright. You know, you're like, hey man, like I'm looking at all of the things I'm doing now symbolically, and it's like vertically, you know, and it's like, okay, I'm doing my dream. You know, I ate healthy this morning. I went out for a walk instead of staying at home, you know, like, so, like, my body feels nice and charged, you know, and healthy. You know, like, like, I know what I'm doing, and, like, I'm in the best place I've ever been physically, you know. I have my freedom, I have my plans, and I'm just going at it, and I know that eventually something's gonna give, and, like, I'm gonna stick with this heart-centered path until it bears fruit for me, right? And yet, you just can't shake this weird feeling in you of like, and you like, most of the time it's not even vocalized, because you're thinking symbolically. You're like, yeah, like, yeah, like, you know, yeah, you know. Sometimes I'm doing one of my entries, right, my vocal diary entries, and I'm like, just going through what I've done. I'm like, yeah, I've done pretty well this week, you know. Like, I've done some music, I've practiced some piano, I have looked at some of my plans and refined them, and like had a look at my vision, and like, you know, done some vlog entries, did some let's plays, and like, yeah, you know, I'm doing pretty well, you know. I'm becoming more organized, and yeah, like I really, and there have been some setbacks, right, but like all in all, I think I've done all right, right? And you are thinking that consciously, right? But you're not feeling 100%. You know, and it's like, you're like, yeah, I'm not, I wouldn't say I feel 100%, right? I'm not saying that I feel like 100% right. And you don't know why, per se, you know, because you're like, you know, I don't see why, you know. I was feeling great yesterday. Like yesterday, I finished my project, you know, I did this thing, and yeah, I felt really good, you know. It was one of the best night's sleep I had, you know, because I didn't spend the night watching shitty YouTube videos, you know. Instead, I just went to bed early, I took a shower, you know, I cleaned my bed sheets, and I had one of the best sleeps I've had in a while, you know, like, just great, right? But today, this morning, I came out and I started walking, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I felt good yesterday, like, and so, like, yeah, I feel good now, right? You know, like, but like, the thing is, again, that there's, like, when you really dive into it, like, you don't feel as good as you did yesterday. You don't, and, like, you don't know why, and, like, you're like, it's not that bad, you know. It's like, I don't feel terrible, right? But nonetheless, there is, like, there's something there. There's, like, don't know what it is, like, yeah, like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm kind of a bit, just don't feel really up to it this today. Like, you know, or like, you know, I'm like, I could do more work, you know, and build more my career more, or whatever it might be, or do more like things, go to the gym. But you know, I think I'm gonna take it a bit easy today. Like, I don't have to rush, you know. I don't have to rush. You know, like, I'll just take it easy. You know, best to conserve my energy and keep going, right? And because life is a long game, right? You know, like, you can just, you know, like, I'll get around to it. You know, I will. You know, I know I'm on this path. I'm on this path, and yeah, I'll be fine. You know, I'll be fine, right? So cool, so cool. You're not in low vibration, but like, you aren't in as high a vibration as you were the day before, right? But still, you're like, no, it's okay. You know, like, I don't see why there's a reason for me to necessarily be sad, right? But then the day goes on, right? And you try your best to like kind of keep these thoughts of like, yeah, like I'm doing well, you know, let's see, like blah blah, and then you go through your day and you're like, okay, now I'm hungry, you know, you go and eat, and then when you're looking at stuff to eat, you're like, like again, like I had really healthy stuff yesterday, maybe maybe I should, yeah, like I know I need to eat healthy, you know, but like like but like I really want, for some reason I really want to eat like something fried, you know, like I really want to eat like fried chicken or like something sugary, you know, like, so maybe I'll just, oh man, and it's already starting. You see that? It's like, oh man, like, okay. And maybe you stay in that state of indecisiveness for like 10 minutes, and you're like, and like, what you don't realize is your vibration is dropping, right? And then like, let's say that you are like, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna eat KFC. You know, why not? You know, it's like, I feel okay, you know, like, and like, it's just one KFC meal, you know, it's not as if I'm gonna eat it every single day. It's just like, just once, I can eat it once every month or something, right? And like, you know, yeah, and then that's if I really want to eat it, and right now I really want to eat it, so like, I'm gonna eat it, right? And then you eat it, right? And like, you just slowly but surely start to be like, man, like, oh man, I should do some work, man. I know, as I said earlier, to take my time, but like, I do need to do some work, you know, I do need to do some work, so like, let me do some work, man, let me do some work, man, I need to do some work, man, I need to do some work, I need to do some motherfucking work, Bo, come on, you need to do some work. You've already had the KFC, you've already, like, whatever, you know, like, you've taken some rest, so how about doing some work, you lazy asshole? Why won't you just do the fucking work? Oh, now so you want to watch YouTube? You want to watch YouTube? Is that what you want to do, Bo? You want to sit back and oh, now you want to eat donuts as well? You want to eat donuts? Okay, let's eat donuts then. You know? No, Bo, don't fucking eat. Oh, you serious? You're gonna eat donuts? Okay. Okay. Don't blame me when you're the one who's like, fucking, like, my life sucks because I just ate like fucking like a bag of sugar, you know? Oh yeah, don't, you know, watch YouTube. Don't blame me, you know, if you fucking like waste your time and then later on hate yourself, because I'll be here and I'll be like, I told you so, mate. I told you, you should be doing fucking work. Why are you procrastinating? You know? Okay, watch the fucking videos. You watch the videos. You know, and you're like, I fucking wasted my day. Nice. You know? By this point, I can't even remember how good I felt yesterday, because like, fuck that. Like, I fucked up. I fucked up. I ate fucking KFC. I ate a donut. I ate several donuts. And then I sat at home like a fat slob and watched YouTube. I did no work, and now it's like 10 o'clock in the evening, and even if I wanted to do work, it's not going to work out properly. You know what, fuck it, I'm going to try and do work, and you try and do work, and you're like, I need to do work! In fucking 1 hour, I've only managed to fucking do like one thing. Why can't I just do more stuff? What's wrong with me? What happened to, oh, I have a dream. I have a fucking dream. What happened to that, Bo? Why can't you just fucking do the work like you're supposed to? You know? And now, like, I bet you're not gonna go to sleep. Yeah, don't go to fucking sleep, you piece of shit. You know? Watch YouTube videos until 4 in the morning. See if I give a shit. You know, so you do it, right? And you go to sleep at like 6 a.m. and you wake up the next day and it's 11, right? And you're like, and you wake up and you're like, fuck, like yesterday was not a good day. I still feel a bit of a thing from it, right? It's just not a good day, right? Oh man, like, why did I fall off the... I was doing so well, you know, like I did like, the day before, I kind of remember now. I forgot yesterday because I was so angry at myself, you know, but like, yeah, like, now I'm starting to remember, like, yeah, the day before I had a good night's sleep, you know, I did some work, you know, and yeah, I did fairly well, and like, you know, to be honest, like, yeah, I'm I'm still doing all right, you know, like I have my vlog entries lined up, you know, I'm doing them every Saturday, you know, like, or I'm putting them up so that I can schedule them, you know, and I'm doing Let's Plays, and yeah, and like, yeah, like, I just had, you know, when, yeah, I feel okay, you know, and you go about your day, right, and then like, so you start feeling okay, right, aka your vibration is rising, once again, right, and you're like, maybe that same morning you woke up, right, and you watched another YouTube video, right, but like as you're watching it, like you didn't have that aggressive voice, and you're like, okay, now let me go out, and you do that entry, and that's when you're like, huh, yeah, like I was really upset yesterday, but like I guess I am doing okay though, you know, I am doing okay, like, yeah, and I didn't do any work, but like I'm still on my path, right, you know, like, and yeah, and like, okay, so like I'm feeling okay, you know, like maybe I can eat like maybe I can get like a lunch, right, and like I know I had KFC yesterday, but like I feel like some crisps, right, but like, you know what I'll do? I'll get crisps, and I'll get a meal deal from Tesco or Sainsbury's, right, and like I know I'll go to Tesco because they have those coconut waters, right, and I get it part of, which are fucking expensive by themselves, but I can get them for a meal deal for £3, and I'll get a sandwich, right, and then I'll go for a little walk, and you go out, you eat your lunch, and like you're like, I bought some fruit as well, as it turned out, like I actually wanted some fruit as well, some fresh fruit, so I had some like pineapple, and I eat the pineapple, and it's sunny, right, and you're like, oh, okay, like it's sunny, let me go for a walk, you know, like, because like, yeah, I can go for a walk, and I can also like think about like this idea I had about like a business thing or like an art thing, right? Yeah, like I had a melody in my head that like I could like kind of flesh out into an actual song idea, right? And yeah, like, you know, and you go for a walk, and like you're like appreciating like the sunshine, and like, and you're in like a nice place that's like full of greenery, and like the birds are chirping, and you're like, oh man, like, and you see people, and like they're like, people were pissing you off the day before, right, but because like they were like, the neighbors were stomping on the floor, and like, but like today you're like, you see people, and you're like, it's so nice to see people just going about their day, you know, and like, it's like they're with their families, and like they're like laughing, the kids are giggling, right, the same fucking kids upstairs were giggling, right, but did I give a shit about them? No. But now that I see these kids in like this nice area with the sun out, I'm like, hey, like the kids are having fun, like this is so, like, it's just nice to see them, right? And you know what, that makes me, that gives me an idea for a vlog entry, or like a piece of writing, like, like I know I got out of low vibration. That's the inspiration I got. Yesterday, I thought I was doing okay. You know, I thought I was doing okay, but then like, I slipped somehow, and then I started hating myself again, and then I started not being unproductive again and procrastinating, and I went to sleep at some stupid hour. But then I got up this morning, and I thought that I would feel terrible after that, but I came out, and like, I just took a, you know, I eased myself back into it. I let myself have a packet of crisps and like some sandwiches, but still, like, you know, the sun's out, and like, you know what, I'm gonna do an entry about raising your vibration. Do you see? That, my friends, was like me showing you how vibration works. Do you see that? Do you see? It's like a ride. Right, so from that illustration, from that demonstration, like, what did you notice? Did you, like, you felt, right, you felt the part that I was exaggerating a lot, right, but you could feel like the kind of density in it, right? You can assign labels to it, like, you know, I got angry, I got really negative and snarky with myself, you know, I got really super, like, self-loathing, you know. You can use those descriptors as well, but like in general, like the way that you felt, like, go back and watch it again if you want, like, and see how it makes you feel when I kind of nosedived into low vibration. Do you feel that? Do you recognize it in yourself when you go through the ups and downs of life? When like you're like, I have no reason to feel bad, right? But all of a sudden you feel bad, right? And that's how you tell, right? That's how you tell, right? Is like this, because like what I was saying, that was me acting it out, but like usually it's not something that you vocalize. It's something, it's an inside talk that goes in you. It's like, it's your self-talk, right? Eventually it becomes negative. It becomes like less optimistic. It becomes more self-hating. It becomes more like, you know, like nothing you like, it goes from like, I'm feeling okay and I should do this stuff though, you know, but I'll leave it, right? And then eventually you're like, okay, I haven't done anything still. Well, like, why haven't I done anything? I kind of need to do something, you know. I'm not saying I have to do it right now, but I need to do something, right? And then you go even further down, you're like, I still haven't fucking done anything. What the fuck is wrong with me? You get to that point of self-talk, right? And notice that that's the kind of talk you have when you're in low vibration. It's like, I haven't fucking done anything. Like, fucking like, like I'm angry at myself. You know, it doesn't help that the neighbors are stomping on the floor. It doesn't help that my mom is now like pestering me about stuff that isn't fucking important right now. You know, yes, I need to like check my mail, but not right fucking now, mom. You know, not right fucking now. Like, you know, like I'm trying to do some work here. You know, do you know how hard it is to write a piece of music? Do you know how fucking hard it is? Well, when you're in high vibration, is it hard? Maybe still, you know, like I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying any creative work is easy, but like when you're in vibration, or what they call creative flow, is it as hard as when you're like struggling and like you've made the wrong decisions that day, and you sat at home and like you're like, like, try to do work. I'm sure you have. I'm sure, I don't even fucking say this to you, right? I'm sure you've done this a million times, because I have, right? When you try to do work and you're not feeling up to it, and it's just like, it's like pulling teeth, right? And like, and you could be like, I'm gonna go out and like, I'm gonna do this, right? But like, the important thing is that you have that negative self-talk in you, right? Right, and then as you go back up in vibration, like that voice becomes more lenient. It becomes like, you go through a stage of like vulnerability where you're like, I fucked up, and like, you know, I just, oh man, like, oh well, that's life, I suppose, right? You know, I fucked up, right? But you know, life still goes. I mean, let me see what I can salvage about this, right? And you slowly move back up, and you're slowly like, okay, I fucked up, but like, I'm still on my path. I'm still on my path, right? So I shouldn't be too hard on myself, I guess, or like rather, maybe I should be, right? And because like it's not necessarily, like, 'cause sometimes, like, you know, this is how energy works. It's crazy, right? Sometimes you can get kind of out of low vibration, but then like you have a thought that triggers you. You're like, okay, like, you know, then I shouldn't be so hard on. What did I say? Not be hard on myself. Fuck, I should, you know. Just like something about that triggers you, right? It does me sometimes. Like, I'm like, I shouldn't be. No, I should be. You know, and it's like fucking. And like, it's like, maybe it's like a small dip, right? Because like, you get triggered, right? You're like, I shouldn't be hard on myself, maybe I should be. And then like, you're like, fucking like, why did I have to say that? Now I don't feel so good. You know, like, why did I have to, like, now I'm having all these weird Tourettes type thoughts. Like fuck everyone, and fuck me, and fuck this person, like, shut up, whoever, I can do whatever the hell I want. Right? I have tons of random fucking thoughts that sometimes are very violent. Not violent in terms of physically, but like very kind of like full of like, just like, sometimes you just want to say like mean stuff to people in your head, for example, right? And you say it and it makes you feel terrible. Because you're like, you're coming out of this low vibration, right? But then you're like, you think of something and you're like, why did I just think that? Like, oh fuck, now I feel shit. And I'm like, fuck this person. Fuck them. You know, and like, obviously you're not saying this. I'm just acting it out, right? I'm just exaggerating for effect. But like, your mind starts like, sometimes that you have a thought or something comes up. And you're like, oh, why, I shouldn't think that. Why the fuck did I think that? I shouldn't think that. And immediately, like, his, by virtue of resistance, because you're like, why did I have such a weird thought? Like, fuck this person, even though they're my mentor, and, like, they've helped me out so much. I'm saying fuck them, but maybe I need to honor it. But and then, like, and then you're like, but should I honor it, should I not? And it's like, and it goes, yeah. But then, like, maybe you go back up, and you're like, oh, okay, let me go for a walk, and you go for a walk, and, like, the sun's out, and you're like, let me bargain with myself. Okay, seeing as I fucked up yesterday, like, I'll have this, but then I'll ease myself back into it. I'll buy a packet of crisps and maybe one donut, but then I'll have a pot of fruit. And because I went through the pain of, like, all of that low vibration shit today, I'm like, yeah, I can have a pot of fruit, right? Because I fucked up yesterday, and, like, you know, having a pot of fruit will be nice, you know, just to get me back on track, you know. And you slowly internally, you slowly, like, open up back to yourself, and you start to feel that love once again. You see that? And then, like, say you're in high vibration, and you're actually in high vibration, right? And, like, because, I don't know, like, you did what you were supposed to do, you know, like, someone gave you a nice comment on YouTube, you know, like, you had a nice chat with someone where you grew closer with them. You had a realization that changed your perspective on things. You're like, oh my god, and you're in the, and then like your mom calls you, or like whoever, right? Your friend calls you, and then they're like, I broke up with Thingy, and you're like, ah, I'm so sorry. Like, I really am. You know what? Like, I love you. You know, like, if you want, like, do you want to come over and we can talk about it? You know, yeah, like, that sucks, man. That really, or like, that sucks, girl, you know, that really does, like, you know, I really, like, yeah, if there's anything I can do for you, like, let me know, right? What would that conversation sound like if you were in low vibration? Like you're, like, fuming about yourself, and then, like, someone calls you, like, I broke up with someone, you're like, oh, really? Obviously, you're not gonna be like, fuck off, right? But, like, you're gonna be like, oh, really? Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah. Did he, what did he say? You know, like, oh shit, that's terrible. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry for you. You know, that sounds like it really sucks, right? And it's like, yeah, like, again, you're not being an asshole, right? But can you feel the difference there? Like, the one is like, it's very open. It's like, really? You know, it's almost as if you were the one who was wounded. You're like you're in high vibrations. You're like, oh, like, let me help you. Like, you know, like, I know, like, or like, wow, like, that sucks, you know, and I feel, and, like, yeah, like, I'm sure he's an asshole. Like, girl, like, he's a fucking asshole, right? But the most important thing is like, if you're sad, let me know, I'm there for you. You know, I'm there for you, you know, these things happen, and, like, I just want to be by your side, you know, I care about you, you know. Can you see, it's open. It's like, it's open. You know, it's inclusive, it's connective when you're in high vibration. You know, it's like, it's just like, you just feel like, let me help you. Let me make your day better. Let me express myself, you know, and express all of the joy that's in my heart right now. You know? And the most important thing is how it feels. So can you feel how my energy is right now? Right? And this is instantly what happens when you kind of understand vibration, is that, like, you can't control vibration, right? You cannot control vibration. Tonight, I could go home and suddenly, like, my neighbors are banging again, and, like, fucking, like, I forgot to do something, I forgot to do the shopping, which I need to do actually after this entry, and, like, or I forget to buy something, and, like, or, like, something happens and I need to deal with it, and, like, I could be like, fuck, okay, well, like, okay, let's do this, and then, like, my vibration could drop, you know, my vibration could drop, you know, but, what was I saying? Yeah, so, yeah, but, like, so that's, and like, when you understand vibration, you do more easily tap into it, but you still have to, like, respect and I say have to respect. It's like, again, this is just me like explaining it in like a cerebral way to make sense, like literally, you know, in terms of like words, but like, yeah, but like you hopefully you feel it, right? And as well, low vibration, what does it feel like? It's closed. Because like in that example I gave you just now, of like the what was the difference with the conversation between high vibration and low vibration? Low vibration one, you're not being like, I wasn't being rude, but like there wasn't that openness there. I wasn't like, oh, like what can I do? Like seriously, like if you need anything, just let me know, you know, and I'll help you, you know, because you're my BFF, you know. It's just like, yeah, like, oh, that sucks. Yeah, fucking asshole, man. Like that fucking sucks for you, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, like it's like I'm agreeing with them. Like I'm being like, yeah, but it feels more like I'm just like, you know, just trying my best to like affirm them, like just like so that they at least, you know, so I'm not being an asshole. I'm listening to their problems, but like you know, I don't really need this. You know, like I'm going through my own shit right now. You know, I don't really need like, but like I'm not an asshole. Okay, I'm not an asshole. I am not an asshole. Okay, Bo, you are not a fucking asshole. So listen to this person, you know, and be like, and you try. You do try. This is the thing. This is why I say that like, this is why like vibration is so tricky, because of the way that it's kind of, that it kind of manifests. That's kind of orthogonal, like I said, like to how your intentions. Because like you're like, no, like I'm not an asshole. I do want to. She is my friend. She is my friend, and she's going through a tough time, and like I'm not an asshole, so I'm not going to be an asshole to her. So, and I'm not going to mention my own problems, if I can help it, right? But you see that like the crux is that the way you feel is still shitty. That's the part of it you can't control. And the thing is that you can have all of like the best intentions where you're like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, you know, I'm trying, like, you know, I'm gonna try my, I'm gonna respect them, I'm gonna respect me, or I'm gonna respect them, you know, I'm gonna try and do the right thing, I'm not gonna lash out, you know, even though I'm stressed, you know, blah blah blah. But the thing is, like, you feel shitty, right? And like, you can keep, and like the way that we try to solve it is that we try to force ourselves to like be like, okay, let me do the right thing. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna do the right thing, right? But like sometimes what happens? Sometimes that might work. You know, sometimes like you might just automatically improve, right? But the key is that still you can't change your feelings. Because yes, you could be like, okay, like I'm not gonna be an asshole, like I'm like, I can't help the way I feel, but like I'm still gonna listen to their problems, you know. And like if they call me out, they call me out, but like, you know, whatever. And like you might be like, okay, I'm not gonna be an asshole, you know what? I'm not gonna be an asshole. And then like eventually you feel better. You know? Eventually you feel better. Maybe sometimes you're the one who goes to someone and you're like, my fucking life is a piece of shit. And they're like, yeah, okay, you know, okay, you know, and they're not in the best vibration either. And you're like, it's like, you're like, you feel as you're talking to this person that they don't give a shit. So like, you're like, yeah, okay, you know, yeah. So like, you know, you're not like, you don't care, like explicitly, but you're like, okay, well, seeing as this person really doesn't care, like, let me get the fuck out of the way so I'm not bothering them, because I'm being a bother to them right now. So let me not bother them, okay? Like, I'll just, you know what? Fuck it. And you like, you're like, okay, you know what? I'm ranting to you right now, and I really don't want to spoil your day, right? I don't want to spoil your day. So like, yeah, like, if anything, like, I'm an asshole. Like, just, I'll call you back later. Okay, bye. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? That's low vibration. At least how I define it. You know, it's you being in a low energetic space, in a dense energetic space, right? When you're just like, you're just like, oh man, like, what could go wrong? What else could go wrong? You know what? I'm being an asshole. Fuck. You know what? I'm not having a great day. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm just like, you know what? I'm being an asshole. Like, can I talk to you later? You know, sorry. Bye. But you're like, you're like, you're just like, you're trying to like survive yourself and survive the world. It's like, you're like, yeah, I know, I'm trying to fucking, I know I've got like a fucking, I know I'm trying to do something, I know, man, like, fuck, like, I know I'm a light worker, and I'm an energetic, I'm like a sensitive being, I'm trying to change the world, I'm trying to live a happy life, but like, whatever, man, like, fuck. You know, like, I'm sorry, just, you know, everything's like, it's like, you're just like, there's a density about it. I hope I'm explaining this well, like, you know, I feel like I'm just a bit short, but like, it's like, you're just like, you know, it's just like, it's just small things sometimes, you know, or rather, it's subtle in the sense that you need to kind of like be sensitive to it. You need to be sensitive to it in yourself, to kind of recognize it in yourself and in other people. Like, you know, when they're just like, they might be being polite, honestly, right? They might be being polite, but internally they're like, you know, I'm a fucking asshole, you know. So like, so don't talk to me, because like I don't want to burden your day with my negativity, right? Is the action unkind? No, it's not, because they're like I don't want to, you know, I don't want to lose my shit at you, you know, like, or I don't want to like kind of let my negativity rub on you. So like, it's probably better if you don't talk to me. I'll talk to you later, you know. Just, yeah, I hope everything's okay. I'm sorry, you know. Bye bye. You know, it's just you're not being nasty, but like the energy is closed. It's like, you know, I am a burden right now to myself and to the world, you know. So like, it's better if I close myself off for a minute. That's a vibration. Right. So how do you get out of low vibration? Well, you can be honest with your feelings. You can say, I feel angry and I hate the fact that I feel angry. I hate the fact that everything I'm feeling right now is a fucking contradiction. You know, I know I'm angry, I know I'm jealous of that person, or like that person annoys me, and I know I shouldn't be annoyed at them. Because I know that they're fucking trying their best. I know that. I know they're trying their fucking best. You know? So, and it's fucking stupid and retarded that I feel this way towards them right now. But maybe this is the way that I feel. Like, I don't want to feel this way, but maybe it's the way that I feel. I feel angry right now. I feel angry, like you know, I'm frustrated, you know, and right now I don't believe my own fucking medicine. Or like I don't believe my own fucking whatever. I can't even formulate fucking sentences right now. You know, like, but I am angry. I am frustrated. I do want everyone to go and kill themselves right now. You know, like, I do think that, like, we're alone in this world, and that, like, it's like every man for himself, dog eat dog. You know, really, no one cares. And I don't care. You know, where's the connection in that? Fuck, like, where's the fucking connection? Like, I know that there is connection. I know there is connection. You know, but I just don't know why I feel this way. But I just feel this way. Like, and I fucking hate that I feel this way. And I don't know what to do. You know, the world is a piece of shit. Why am I thinking? No, stop thinking that! No, stop. Okay, I am thinking that. I shouldn't tell myself to stop thinking that. It's all true. I don't want myself to say this, but I am thinking it. So let me just run with it. I hate everyone, and I hate the fact that I hate everyone right now. And everything right now I'm thinking is a fucking mess. And yet, that's interesting. I feel both of those things, don't I? You know, I feel both like the world is a fucked up place, and I also feel that I'm a piece of shit for thinking it. Wow. Other people, you know, like they disgust me. They really do, but they fucking disgust me. But like, everyone, if I feel this way, I don't know. I guess, you know, like I don't want to invalidate their existence, but if I have to, I may have to. That's just the way of life, right? And like, I hate that that's the case also, you know. I hate that I hate that it's a competition, right? But you know what? I'm going to champion my cause, you know? Even if other people disapprove, and even if they get in my way, then I'll stop them, I guess. I'll have to, but then maybe once I succeed, maybe I can then bring them along, right? You know, I did an entry, just like cutting out from my character there for a second, but like I did an entry about that. You know, like maybe like then it won't matter, you know, because really, who am I competing with? Yeah, other people, but like really the important thing is that I do what I'm supposed to do, and fix and be with myself, and fix my and face my fears, and go on my journey, and build the skills and the mastery, and be with my own feelings. And that's because that's the important thing, right? You know, because then like it doesn't necessarily have to be competition, you know, because yeah, you know, like, because really all I care about is if I'm fucking up or not, you know. And I don't necessarily think I'm fucking up, you know. I'm doing all right, you know. I just managed to have that thought that, like, you know, it's okay to think something fucked up, but to also accept it and be like, and to accept even the feeling that I hate myself for it. Like, I never felt like that before, or like maybe like it's rare that I think like that, and it's cool. Like for the first time in my life, you know what? I kind of feel free. I kind of feel free, you know, like, that's so cool. That's awesome, man. That's pretty awesome, you know. But yeah, like that's crazy. Like, and like, I don't want to hurt anyone, really. Like, I know that the world can be hard, and like sometimes people have their conflicts, but I'm not trying to hurt anyone. I'm not trying to bring anyone down. Like, I just want everyone to be happy, you know. I want myself to be happy, obviously, you know. And I'm going to champion that no matter what. But like, it's not that I don't want other people not to be happy, you know. And like, in fact, that's what I'm trying to do, you know. Like, I'm trying to help people, and like, yeah, like, and if I can, I want to, because like, a lot of people probably need help, you know. Like, not in like a disrespectful way, but like, it's like, how many people respond to those people with negativity and hate and stuff like that? In the same way I could have, you know, and probably might do sometimes. But like, what if I could be like, you know what, let me help you out, or at least like talk to them or something, you know. Like, maybe I can talk to more people, you know. Maybe I can understand more about why people struggle and what causes them pain, and maybe then I can take that and share it with and learn about it, and learn to connect more with my fellow human beings, you know. Yeah. So you see, I could have, I guess, given you a cerebral explanation, and I hope I did adequately, but like, that's how it plays out in real time. That's how it plays out. Is sometimes you just get landed in the shitter. And you know, sometimes, like yesterday for example, I had some junk food, and I knew as soon as I ate it, because I was in a rush, I was like, I need to just eat something, right? I knew as soon as I eat it that I wouldn't feel good afterwards, and lo and behold, I didn't feel good. At the time, I was like, oh, I just need to eat the food, and like, but I got plunged into it, and I had to work as well because I work on the weekends, right? You know, and yeah, and like, I wasn't feeling that great. I'm like, fucking this again, you know, and it hits you, you know, and you're like, fuck, you know, and like, whatever, you know, you need to do. Obviously, that most of it for me is internal. I'm not naturally a very expressive person. Like, it's just, if it weren't for these vlog entries and like some of the other things I do, like, I wouldn't be very expressive at all. So I'm grateful for these things. But like, yeah, you know, you do what you need to do, and like, you just do your best, because and you sit with the pain. You sit with the pain for hope that like eventually something will stick, and eventually something does stick. You know, because you have no control per se. Like, you don't have complete control over falling into low vibration, because that was the point of this entry, right? Was to show you how to get out of that. And it's just like, and the thing that we all know is that we can't help sometimes just randomly being thrown into a pit of despair, you know. But the thing is that, like, you can also control it. You can also control, to a degree, like, guiding yourself in the direction of high vibration. You do it by having a purpose. You do it by knowing, by having that one thing, like I said, you know, owning yourself, going in the direction of living a heart-centered life, you know, doing like the spiritual practice, you know, doing the things that you love, right? Trying, like, staying healthy, you know, not like becoming like a raw Buddhist necessarily, right? But like implementing into your diet, you know, making sure that you do enough exercise, and like kind of like bridging the gap between responsibility and fulfillment. Ah, that's so like beautiful. Bridging the gap between responsibility and love. That's so beautiful to me. That's what my life is currently about, and I'm on that path, right? And it's amazing, right? But like, yeah, and you can do all things, but this is the clinch. It's like there's all, like, you can also not control when you start to go into higher vibration. Life is fucking crazy. It's like, yeah, it can land you in the shitter, but it can also like show you some crazy fucking beautiful things when you're in that thing, and it humbles you, and it makes you really vulnerable, and sometimes you get a bit misty-eyed because you're like, I was so angry. I was so angry and upset and feeling so low and without hope a few minutes ago, an hour ago. And for life to now give me this, someone who just commented with a beautiful message on YouTube, my mum calling me and saying that she loves me, you know, watching a kid coming up to you on the street. I had a conversation with a kid recently and I don't usually have conversations with kids because they scare me. They do. But like, I had like a really cute conversation with a kid recently, and like, I was like, wow, like, that kid was super adorable, like, and I had a giant smile on my face. And in those moments, I'm like, life strikes again. A smile. It gave me a frown, and now it's giving me a smile. So cool. That, my friends, is at least how I have come to understand this. Like, I hope my entries don't come across as preachy. That just came up in my consciousness, but I guess they kind of do, in a way. Like, I know this, and this is me, again, this is me being low vibrational or whatever, but just, I don't know, like, I'm not perfect is what I'm trying to say. I do these vlogs because I enjoy them, you know, And just in case anyone's watching them, it's nice to think that like someone's listening to me for like, you know, thoughts of like maybe I can really help people, and also thoughts of like people are watching me, you know, like. But you know, I'm an ongoing student of life also, you know. So I don't know, man. Like I'm being like fucking. I'm being fucking embarrassing now. So cool. I'll leave you guys here. Leave it here for you guys. I hope that these 2 parts have been insightful. Yeah, you know, vibration is important. But if you learn about vibration, if you are a spiritual person, if you are a conscious being, then you know that life is so many different levels of existence. There's so many dimensions. There's the spiritual, there's the material, there's the business related, there's the health related, there's the art related. And the more that I go on my journey, the more I realize that it's all beautiful. At one point I felt that they were all separate and chaotic and irreconcilable, but like the more that I live life, the more that I realize, the more that you take all of these different things and to accept them as distinct, but not opposed to one another. I don't know, my life isn't, I'm not saying I'm living a superstar lifestyle right now, or even that it's ever going to happen for me, but like, I do feel that like it makes your heart so much fuller. It makes your soul feel so much more divine. What does that even mean? That sentence I just said, but... And that's what vibration is about, my friends. My friends! Anyone who's watching this, that's what, to me anyway, vibration is about. It's about changing the way that you connect with the world through your soul and your heart. And it doesn't mean that you don't change the external world, because I'm on that journey, and I'm sure you're on that journey too. Like we all should take a stab at life, because, you know, we're here. We might as well. We incarnated here, so we might as well go through the 3D experience, right? Like the Las Vegas experience, right? So we might as well do it, and aim for success, and aim for like great relationships, and aim for like wealth, you know. Because you know what? It all just makes the experience so much better of life. But like the one thing that I think the spiritual journey is amazing for is helping you discover your loving soul and heart. That to me is like, there is just, I don't want to say that there's nothing compares to it, because everything is, when you tap into that, everything becomes beautiful. Even the stuff that is ugly. And because it's ugly, it's beautiful. And I don't mean beautiful in the sense of not ugly. I mean beautiful in that it's part of reality. It has a right to exist here. Both black and white, yin and yang, good and evil. So cool. Yeah. Another entry on the chalkboard. And yeah. I kind of want to gush, but like, I think I'll leave you guys, you know. I've been doing these entries way too long. I was aiming for half an hour entries this time around, but like I always find a way to like get overly chatty about things, but like, I hope that you are doing good and I love you, you know. And I also hate you. What the fuck? You know, like, it's okay. Love, hate, it's all part of reality, right? So love me and hate me. And I'll love you and hate you. Because that is true freedom and transcendence. You know? But of course, like, I'm a light worker, so like I always seem like I'm a fucking goody two shoes anyway. Anyway, so cool. Let me wrap this up before I start getting pelted by stones from somewhere. So cool. Like, I hope that was insightful. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this, guys, as usual. If you have any comments, yeah, just any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you like video games, check out my Let's Play channel. If you like music, check out my music channel. And yeah, expect more from me in the future. And yeah, just thank you very much for watching my videos. You know, so cool. I hope you're doing well. And keep going on your journey. You know, bring your light into the world. You know, you are worth it. As trite as all of that, or not trite, but like as all of that sounds. So cool. Anyway, let me shut up. You know, so cool. Thank you very much for watching this, guys, and yeah, I will catch you, as always, in the next episode of Bojinjin Vlogging. And until then, stay healthy, stay passionate, and stay you. I love you guys. Peace out.